hello, and welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I am Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and yeah, my lighting's okay. The lighting here is just so weird right now. We have had overcast weather. You guys saw yesterday. Oh my God, it was so dark. Anyway, today is Wednesday, right? I don't even remember what day it is. Yes, today is Wednesday. So welcome in, everybody, on YouTube and on Twitch. It's not up there yet. Why is that not up there yet? I have to push another button so that you guys can get the alerts and stuff. So we've got the time over here. We've got the horizontal chat that's going to show all the chat from both sides. So when somebody says something, it pops up. Plus, you guys all get a warm welcome because I love y'all all so much. Okay, so I do want to say hello to all the people. I do see Stephanie and Jana, and I believe it was Danielle. I have to scroll. Are on Twitch right now in the chatty chat. There's always more people than are actually shown because not everybody says hello in the chat. Although I would love for you guys to all say hello. My folks here, they love new folks. They love to put lots of hearts and stuff up in the chat to make you feel as welcome as possible, and they want to get to know you. So if this is your first time in, please say hello so that everybody can say hello to you. Thank you so much, Jen, for the check-in. That's with Crafty Collective. We do have a couple of things going on. So today we are going to be going over, first thing, we will be looking at all of the new collections from Spellbinders for this month. Hey Jane, welcome in, and Andrea Stewart, hello from Jacksonville. I am in Sanford, honey, so I am a little south of you. Is the weather good up there? The weather's been crazy. It's like supposed to be a 25% chance of rain all day long, and last night it was storming, so everything was really dark, and the Todd is in the back there. So yeah, he is here, and anyway, he wandered off because he knew I was about to start streaming and he took a cold. Andrea says rainy a lot. Yeah, we usually get, okay, here is what the Todd foot alert just went up. Anyway, the way the weather in Florida tends to be is we get rain around 3 o'clock in the afternoon for about 15 minutes and it's done. Hello, kitty. Yeah, cat got away from me. Anyway, yeah, so if you're new here, there are weird things that happen on the screen. I have lots of interaction with the chat. I try to read the whole thing, and yes, I am a one-woman show. Jane is in St. Cloud. Fabulous. That's not too far south, so I'm like in the middle of YouTube. Fabulous. Stephanie says it's sunny in North Carolina. Well, I found out that it was actually sunny when I went down to get the mail, because I'm looking out the back window over here. This is one of Todd's windows over here. I'm looking out that one, and it doesn't look dark, but it looks kind of gray. Blech. I don't like that look. So I go down to get, I'm asking him, is it supposed to rain? And he says, well, it's supposed to be okay until probably around 2, which is what time we're probably going to get done. Hello, Miss Camilla. Welcome in. You guys put some hearts in the chat for all of our new folks that are saying hello this morning. Give them all a bunch of hearts in the chat. Anyway, I go to walk down to the mailbox, and it's bright sun on this side. So it's gloomy one side of the house, to the south, and then to the north it's sunny. That's Florida. Patty is trying to work while watching. Honey, it doesn't always work, babe. Sorry. I don't see any hearts in the chat, though. If we had hearts going on, they'd be all over the screen. Thank you, Jen. I did see that you guys are doing that. In YouTube, in the chat, there is that heart fountain thing, so I do see that going off every once in a while, and love y'all for it. Thank you so much. And Andrea put a bunch of them up there too. Yay! And so did Miss Jane, so you discover things. So if there are emotes in there, I have what we call an emote wall, which puts them up all over the screen. So that's one of the things that you can get to do. Yes, I love you, Jana. Okay, hey, Mary Jo. Mary Jo is in from Papillon, Nebraska. Tara says it's sunny and getting warmer today in Missouri. And Miss Maureen puts up a bunch of hearts. A bunch of hearts. So much that the chat tried to hide them. Yeah, I had to approve that one. Okay, what I'm going to do first off, I do want to let you know, I only got 3 collections. That's it. And I didn't get full collections, so I didn't get all the things. And I'm looking at this, it's like, I'm gonna have to place an order soon. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and show you everything that's on the Spellbinders website. You can also go in there and check out the coming soon area early to see some things. And we found out, or rather one item that I thought is supposed to be releasing today isn't in there for some reason. And I have it, so I'm not going to be working with it today. That's just a precursor for it. So let's go ahead and look and see all the fun goodies that are over there. Do I have it on the right thing? Yes. So here are our new arrivals. Thank you, Maureen. Maureen says thumbs up, everyone. Yay. Also, I don't know. Let me also do the show that one. I don't know if any of my current moderators, because I do have some of y'all set up as mods, if any of you guys are interested in, at some point in time, being randomly chosen to use the moderation deck. Basically, you'll be able to pull it up on your screen, and you'll be able to push buttons and make things happen that only a moderator is going to get to do. So it's kind of to help me to make sure that I'm able to get some of the things up on the screen that I'd like to show you guys without me having to stop in the middle of crafting, if that makes sense. So if any of you guys want to do that, please, I'll make sure that you message me over on Discord. I will make sure to put that basically in a list, so I will just pick you guys randomly. Jen is saying that she wants it. She wants the buttons. Mary tried. Did you see the last comment that Mary did yesterday? Mary said it was her buttons, and then she did the frowny cry face emotes. I'm sorry, Mary, but you got to work. I get it. And if I'm going live in the middle of the day, I kind of want somebody to help me a little bit. That's what that is actually for. It's kind of a job, but it's recognition too. You know what I mean? Okay, so here we have the Spellbinders new arrivals for September. We're only 8 minutes. Stephanie says I could do it when you need me. Fabulous. So go ahead and just message me over in Discord. You can do private message to me. Let me know that you're interested in that, and then I will hook up with you to make sure that you guys have got access. And I have to figure out how to assign it to a specific person so I don't have a half dozen of you pushing all the buttons. I already have trouble with you guys doing the commands in there when I'm trying to do something. It's not a problem. I love hanging out with you guys, and I love it when you play. Okay, so we've got Crafty Advents. I do have that, by the way, but I can't open it, but I can show you the box. We have the Crafty Advents. We have BB's Musical Notes. We have 3D Felt Decor, Merry Mischief, Starry Holiday, Say Cheese Classic Mouse Christmas, and Peppermint Twist. So we're going to start off with Crafty Advent. And for that, there are actually 2 boxes. One of them says it's on sale for $55, guys. And I need to find my box. Where did I put my box? Because I have that one. That's the one that I have. There it is. So that one is the one that I have got. Hey, Mr. Jem, welcome in, honey. So that is the one that I have got. Here's the Crafty Advent. This is twice the size of our Craft-A-Ween box, okay? I don't have my Craft-A-Ween box out, but the Craft-A-Ween box was about like this, and it was jam-packed with dies, okay? So this is what the Craft-A-Ween calendar, Crafty Advent calendar looks like. There's also a 12 Days of Stitchmas. So that one's going to have stitching dies. I did not get that one.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Jen. I think Jen is trying her best to bribe me. Thank you, Jen. So anyway, we've got 24 crafty surprises, especially for card makers. So this is the one that we have that is not the stitching, okay? And then on the back, it shows you a little bit of how it is. And I'm excited. This is still in the plastic. I have not opened this at all yet. I will be doing a series December 1st through the 24th using the crafty dies in here. You'll want to get yours early and go ahead and Jim, no, he's not a jealous person, but thank you for that. I'm gonna have to ask him that. That is too funny. Anyway, Yeah, I'm going to be doing a series, so we're going to do the 1st through the 24th. We're going to be opening this up in December. That's going to be fun. So what I would love for you guys to do, if this is something you're interested in, if you're not, don't worry about it. I also did not give you guys I did not do a link. Let me look at the link in the bottom of the YouTube real quick. I didn't create a specific playlist for this, but there should be a link down there for Spellbinders. So I'm just going to double check. Spellbinders. I do have one for my favorite crafty stores. I'm going to pop that. I'm going to actually put that up at the top, and at the end of the stream, I'm going to add all of the things, even the ones I do not have, to a Link Deli supply list so that you guys will have easy access to them. So right now, I am adding this up at the top. I'm actually going to do it as the very first line, and I never do that. Okay, so what I put up there is some of my favorite crafty stores, and I'm going to actually double check and make sure that the links all work, at least the one for Spellbinders, because that's the one we want right now, right? That's the one that's important. So there is going to be a supply list up at the top that's going to have all of my crafty stores, and Spellbinders is on there, and I'm just double checking, and it does click through. Great. All right, so you're going to be able to access my my affiliate links. I'd love it that if you are interested in this, go ahead and order it early because they are going to sell out fast. We saw that with Craft-A-Ween. Craft-A-Ween, I started doing our series on the 19th, and I have been live every day since. But we started our Craft-A-Ween series, and it was sold out before Craft-A-Ween even started. So just letting you know, this is probably going to sell out really, really fast. Okay, so we've got dies, we've got stamps, we've got stencils, embossing folders, and embellishments. And just looking at a couple of the ones that are in there, they usually, these pictures, I can't say 100% because I haven't looked, but my assumption is that these are going to be some of the things that are in there. So we've got, look at the cute little toast, a horseshoe for like St. Patrick's Day, a little fishbowl. We got a little embossing folder that I can't see, and there's a stamp set right there. So that's just some of the things. And besides that, I like the paper. I'm interested in seeing how those pop out, and if I can not mangle them as I open them and be able to use them, because those postage stamps are friggin' cute, right? All of this is friggin' cute. I mean, we can make like pop-up things with the little, have the toast like pop up out of something, so that would be so cute. So I don't know exactly what it was that Jen, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one up. Jen said, would I do that? I'm gonna see if I can get back to that. And that was when I said that I think that she was trying to bribe me. Yeah, we know that she was. Okay, is there anybody I did not say hello to? I know I have said hello to Tara. ASMR is in the house. Yay, welcome in. Ilka's in the house. Yeah, so many people. Anyway, this is one of the advent calendars. If you want it, you need to get it now. Someone asked me, I got to go back and see if I can read it. I think it was Jim that said it. Where is that? I don't want that paused. Go back up. Where was the Jim message? It may not have been Jim. It was somebody. We got kitties up there. Tara says she has that one coming. Fabulous. Where is it? Okay, someone asked me, and now I can't find it in the chat. I was going to pop it up. But Todd, they asked me if you get jealous when people tell me they love me. He says no. Okay, so Jen just put it up there. Jim Eber asked. Okay, so who was it that was... So Jana apparently has been nice. She just did the Santa thing. And then ASMR is going to check. So Jim Eber asked, does Todd ever get jealous of the voice telling you he loves you? It's one of the effects that comes up. We interrupt the show to bring you this important message. Okay, so it looks like ASMR has not been nice. Jana says, woohoo, 2 days in a row she's been nice. Okay, so that is the advent calendars that are up on Spellbinders site right now. And right now, it's showing that the advent calendar, the crafty advent calendar, has a value of $130 and it's for sale for $55. Yeah, That is a fabulous deal. So next up, we have BB's musical notes. This is so cute. I mean, this is one of the ones I do have, so I am right now reaching over into my bin for my BB's musical notes. And, okay, we have got a guitar.
Now look, Buster.
Uh-oh.
Let's have an understanding. Now what?
Daffy's on the
Brother,
screen
What a way
again!
to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
That was Miss Anne Marit. And you know what I think is so funny? TangiaBot does not post in the chat until after it finishes playing, so that I can't really see who it is, because it might not be Anne Marit. It usually is, but it might not be. And Tangia it's where you can pull up all sorts of different weirdo stuff. I don't even know what most of them are. Unless y'all have done them or I've played with it, I don't know what it is. They add them all the time. But it costs like 50 cents for those. So yeah, if you're interested in that, type exclamation point Tangia in the chat, I think, and it should give you the link to be able to go and look and see what's out there. Anyway, we have got, here is the bundle, a $70 value for $60, and we've got all this music stuff. Amarit says, "Hey, you on YouTube." And Jen says, "My pup always jumps when Daffy screams." And I have a tendency to do when Daffy screams, basically mimicking what Daffy's doing. I'm weird. Okay, we have got a guitar. We've got a guitar box. I need to pull up each of those separate. So this one's a collection. Then we've got the box. Then we've got mini guitar. Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's fabulous. Then just the piece to make it into a box. We've also got a pop-up. I have not really seen a lot of pop-ups on Spellbinders' site. And this one looks like it's going to be fairly easy, so I am excited about trying that one out. I think it's going to be super cool. So, and one reason I'm pulling up the pictures is because when I show you in the dies themselves, you may not be able to tell what they are. And this needs to be relaminated. Okay, anyway... the first one is the collection. So you get the 3 different dies for $60. Okay, so we get the pop-up. We get this one that's got additional musical instruments and the keyboard. And then we get the mini guitar. Yeah. So here is the Majestic Guitar Box bundle. So this is actually 2 separate dies. So you can get them separate or you can get them together, and this makes a box. It makes a box in the shape of a guitar. I mean, isn't that fun? I know, it looks like a real guitar. I love it. Then we've got the mini guitar, which makes it so it's better size for on front of a card. Again, with all the details and stuff. And it has a bunch of flowers and stuff that you can add to it as well. Then we've got just this piece. This is the piece that turns it into a box. It's a strip with a little they're not exactly triangles because they've got a squared off end, but it basically gives you the parts so that you can... Oh, that is a very good question. I'm going to go ahead and answer that. So, Tara, which electric die cutting machine are you talking about? If you're talking about the Gemini Junior, no, it will not fit in there. It has to do with the fit... Yeah, tabs to glue. Thank you so much, Jen. So it has to do with whether or not it's going to fit into that little space. So if it is, I think I've seen where the Sizzix, I forgot what they're called, but there's like there's a couple of different ones from Sizzix. I don't know about the Vagabond. I have not seen a video where somebody did it with the Vagabond, but I did see that ones that are basically built with that thicker platform, like the Sizzix and Spellbinders are, those should fit. I would say check the Better Press website and see if it looks like it will work. Most machines, most of those, not all of them, but most of those do have they've tested on different machines. Most of these companies tested on each other's things to see if it will work for compatibility, to let us know so that we will know, oh yeah, I have such and such machine and this will work for me. The reason I know that it's not with all of them, and the way I found out the hard way when it came to hot foil. So I got the Gemini foil press and didn't know it wouldn't work in my Sizzix Big Kick, which was what the machine was I had at the time. So I had to buy a Gemini Junior electronic cutting machine. Yeah. So always, always, always check the description on what you're getting to see if it's compatible with what you already have, because otherwise you may need to buy something else or return the thing you just got. And we don't really like returning our new toys. Okay, so this one is this is just the piece to be able to create the outside of the box. And I'm thinking this is going to work good with other things too, so I am kind of excited I've got that. So some of your other dies you may be able to turn into boxes because of using that. I mean, just kind of the Vagabond 2 and the Sizzix Switch. I'm thinking the Sizzix Switch, I think I saw someone, I saw a video, because someone else asked me that question, by the way. Someone messaged me on, I think they commented on a video asking about that on the Better Press, and I'm pretty sure that was yeah. Anyway, I looked and I did see someone use it on their Switch. So I believe it will. I would say, look, when I want to see if something's going to work specifically, I want to see a video where somebody actually did it and didn't break anything. That's just me. People can say whatever they want to. I could tell you anything. But the thing is, I don't have a Switch. I don't have a Vagabond. So I can't actually test it and tell you that it actually works because I've never used it myself. So I would say look on YouTube, find a video that shows where someone did that, because I know I found at least one video. I only took the time to look at one. I believe that it'll work. I think that was one where I also checked, I think I checked on the Spellbinders Better Press product page, and I don't think it said it did, but it did say that it works with manual crank ones. So you kind of have to think about it. If it's something that fits in, I mean, most of the electric ones work the same way as the crank ones do, but you can't guarantee that maybe they put maybe I don't know, the electric ones, maybe they put more pressure. Maybe, I don't know. But like I said, I did see a video where someone did use it. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched enough to see, oh yeah, she got it done. Cool. Because I was in the middle of something else, but I was also trying to answer comments at the same time. Because I have let so many things slip by because I've been going live with you guys every day. Okay. Anyway. And thank you. You said that you love how honest I am. I'm never going to lie to you about something. I mean, if I haven't tried it, I can't tell you that it's going to work. That's just the way it is. If I have tried it, I can definitely tell you what I found out. If I don't like something, I tend to not use it. For that matter, there's a lot of things that I do like that I don't actually use much because I've got other things that I play with more. And I just don't have enough hours in the day to do all the things. Jana, thank you, honey. I'm loving all the lives every day. Love the inspiration and your projects. Well, I went to the mailbox today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Halloween, by the way. I went to the mailbox today, and I got my Scrappy Tail stuff in. So we're doing Halloween tomorrow. I am so excited. I am so excited. We're going to play. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Okay, so we got the guitar box. Then we have many musical instruments. You've got, I love this. You have a little keyboard. Music is one of those things that I would love to have more of because there's sometimes that you just want to use it, you know? And it would go with any season. Yeah, Scrappy Tails. Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, whoop, whoop. Absolutely. It's going to be fun. Okay, so we've got a violin. And look at the detail. Love it. We have a microphone. The microphone would basically work for so many things. Hey, Norma, welcome, honey. We're not crafting yet. I mean, I'm going to try to keep it short again today because I have to edit a video tonight. We've got a Pear Blossom Press video coming up tomorrow morning, so be sure to check the channel. And make sure that you're checking your emails. Also, if for any reason you stop getting my emails and you're on my email list, let me know. I found out from one person that they just for some reason they stopped getting their emails, and it looks like somehow, and I have no idea how or even how to check at this point, the way that Flodex is structured doesn't really let you see a lot of the back end too much, but I mean, it's user friendly. That's great. But somebody was apparently removed from my my list mid-August. I didn't know, she didn't know, and I had to manually add her back because it wouldn't let her add herself back. She did get another email today, so that's good. So hopefully it'll stay on there, and I've got a message into Flowdesk to say, okay, why did this happen? Because I don't want it to I'm assuming that it's happening to other people too. So if you're on my list or think you're on my list and you have not been getting daily emails from me for the last couple of weeks, let me know, and I will see about getting that fixed for you. Okay, so this one has got, yeah, trumpet and trombone and violin and keyboard, piano, and microphone. I think that is fabulous. I love it. And then we've got this one. This one's going to be fun. This one is going to be fun. So this one is the musical notes and stave pop-up etch dies. So this spiral creates a pop-up inside the card.
I have to admit something. I don't own any Spellbinders. Ha ha ha.
Anne Marit, what? She said, did you hear that? I'm assuming you guys are hearing the text to speech. You have to tell me yes or no. But did you hear that? She said she doesn't own any Spellbinders. What? I don't remember if she's lying or not. But she laughed. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in, honey. Janice says, oh my gosh, Anne Marit. So this, I think, is going to be a really fun die. And I'm thinking it's also going to be very easily duplicatable. And if I can get good at doing that one, you don't think she's fibbing. Anne Marit, we might have to do something about that, honey. But yeah, I think this is really cool, and I definitely want to play with it, and I need to do more pop-ups anyway. And it just puts a pop-up in the center of your card. I think it is so cool. You can also use it just to do the flat, because you've got all those musical notes and the stave and all that. I think that is going to be so pretty. So I'm excited about that one. I'm excited about this entire collection, so I did say yes to everything. Okay, we've got this one, which is the mini guitar. Look at that. I mean, this, yeah, I think it is just so, I'm kind of wishing that they also had an electric guitar in there too for the rockers, because this one is going to be nice and sweet and country and acoustic, because it's an acoustic guitar. I think it is so pretty though. So we've got that one. That's the magenta. This is supposed to be the big one, I think, that turns into a box. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay, and then we have the sentiments to go with it. This is called Family Musical Mix Greetings. And we've got a bunch of sentiments on there. We've got mom, mum. So do you call your mom mom? Do you call your mom mum? We've got dad, wife, husband, daughter, son, sister, brother, grandma, grandpa, granddaughter, grandson, niece, nephew. So basically you can send this to anybody in your family. And then there's never too old to rock and roll. This note is for you. Note. Get it? Getting better with every riff. To my beautiful son. To my beautiful wife, sister. Yeah. Happy birthday. A little happy note to say thank you. You are simply the best for a special, and you rock. I think that is so fun. That is so, so fun. And then we've got the embossing folder with the notes. Yeah, you don't have to use an instrument for that. You could use that and how about putting Simon Hurley's little snowmen that are singing on front of a background with the musical notes. That would be fun. So those are some that can combine. If you've got anything with singers, I don't know if I've got it, but I believe that Scrappy Tales had some singers, like Christmas carolers, in one of her Christmas sets a couple of years ago. So you could use that with any of the musical note things. So fun. Jen says we need a poll if Anne Marit is lying or not. Okay, I'm going to close these tabs and then we're going to open up the next bit. Like I said, I only got like 3 things. So this is one of the ones that I did get all the things for. So we will be creating with that at some point soon. I don't know when. Then, oh, and this one is super cute too. You guys are going to love it. We have got 3D felt decor. I have this one too. And this one is Fergus. I've mentioned Fergus. So here is Fergus. Is he super cute or what? He's not exactly a gnome. I'm not sure. I mean, it's like, his beard isn't like a gnome, so I don't know what he is, but he's adorable. And you can do it for all the seasons. And I did get the, which 2 did I get? Fergus, what did I get? I got regular Fergus. So I got all the pieces to put Fergus together, and then I got the winter and Christmas embellishments and the autumn and Halloween. So, yeah. So I think this one here in the yellow, I think is the standard, and then you've got this one that's got the autumn leaves and all the Halloween-y stuff, and then you got all the stuff that's Christmas. So yeah, I think he is friggin' adorable. This is going to take a while to create with. So it's not going to be I don't believe it's going to be like a 1 session live stream. We probably will do some stitching with him we probably will do a live stream with stitching on that, but just know that one is probably going to be kind of low key because stitching and focus, and don't poke myself with the needle too much. And it's probably not going to be just a 1 session thing. So I'll probably do 1 day with that, do something else, then 1 day with that. You guys will have to let me know if that's something you're interested in or not. So we've got Fergus, and he's super adorable. Then we've got Merry Mischief, which I do not have, Starry Holiday, which I do not have, and Peppermint Twist that I do not have. I do have this one. I'm going to put that one at the end. So Merry Mischief, I need all of these. I need them. I saw something where somebody made Santa over here, had him kind of wobble using the new snap and slide. I need these. So we've got peppermint background. Yeah. Press plate. So fun. We've got cute little snuggly penguins. Norma says she's getting the peppermint sale. Stephanie says, every time I sew, I poke myself with a needle. I know. I don't want to bleed all over him, though. I mean, we have this little cute doggy. This is the same one that we do for the Halloween, where he was a pumpkin this year and he was a ghost last year. So now he can be a little Christmas tree. So stinking adorable, Then we have Santa going down the chimney. I need that in my life so badly. Okay, and then we have this one as a cute little hedgehog. And then we have some Season Sparkles 3D embossing folder. Great embossing folder for the background. Of course, there is also a Merry Mischief stamp and die bundle. So I may have to get that. Yeah. And it's a $92 value at only $78. I poke to and get blood everywhere. Yeah, we don't want to do that. But I mean, this is just so stinking cute, and I'm hurt that I didn't get it. Now we've got Starry Holiday. I haven't actually looked at this one. So we've got this one that it's basically kind of a vintagey, sketchy look. So it is really cool too. So Merry Christmas, which this one has ornaments and our little partridge in a pear tree. And then we've got a little deer. And then we have a background. This one looks like, let me pull that one up. It kind of looks like if you're looking up at the sky into the trees and stuff, where you're able to see through to the sky. I think that's kind of neat. That is definitely a cool design. So that one is Stars and Fronds. Oh wait, that's the Starry Holiday by Dina Wakely. Then we've got Peppermint Twist. That's why I didn't get this one. This one is all ephemera and papers and such, which I don't really do a lot, but it is something that is going to be cool if you don't have a lot of time and you want to just batch them out. This is definitely a good way to go. Ephemera definitely works well with that. And then we have Say Cheese. Do I have a CC number? No, you cannot have my credit card number, honey. I do not provide those on. Yeah. Okay. So this one, I thought I saw something with the with the mice? Why did I not see? I don't know what I'm looking at. I thought, yeah, I saw these, but I don't see them in here anywhere. Okay, so this one is, oh yay! Oh good, oh good, oh good. I am so happy. Law CC number, lights, oh, yeah. So this one is the classic, this one is the Say Cheese Classic Mouse Christmas Collection. It goes along with our mouse stuff from before, where we got Steamboat Willie and then we got Classic Mouse, and yeah, so this goes with the Classic Mouse dies, which is what I used to make this with Artistry ink. Yeah, so I've got myself a mouse, a Classic mouse pad. Yeah, so this is what that is for. This morning when we looked at it though, one of the dies was not on the site, so someone let Yana know, and apparently during that time, because I haven't gone back to check it in the last little bit, they've added it back. So this one was not on there. So I do have both of these, by the way. I'll have to break my order up into some every month. Yeah, that doesn't really work. They have so many good things that come out, you know. But this one is super cute, and it's a smallish set. Okay, so I got these two. I did not get all of the stamps and things, and they've got ephemera and buttons and papers and all the things. Here, how about this one? Here is a simple cards kit. So you just put your cards together, and it's good. Okay, so here's for the first one. This one is Classic Mouse Christmas Embellishments. So these are the ones that go with that little Minnie and Mickey. Oh, thank you so much, Patty. Don't forget, we do have a light up card workshop on Saturday. Okay, so this one makes it so you have the hats, you've got candy canes, you've got the scarves, you've got basically all the things to make Mickey and Minnie Christmassy. So I think that is super cute. I want to see what other people have done. And I still have a couple of these panels that I made that I haven't actually used yet. So that would be a fun idea for a quick card. I love this one. And I haven't looked yet to see what they use for the Mickey Mouse shape, the mouse shape there in the center. I mean, I'm thinking it's just 3 circled eyes because you could do that. So I might have to do one of those too. But yeah, and here's one with the wreath. I think it is just so cute. Okay, so the other one is the Mouse Holiday Wreath. And this basically replaces the circle. The circle like what I used in my mouse pad here. So we have Mickey in the center of the circle. Or Classic Mouse. Classic Mouse. We're not really supposed to say Mickey. Anyway, we've got Classic Mouse in the center of the circle, but here you can have him in the center of a wreath. And then you've got all your ornaments and lights and all the things, so you can do as much embellishing or as little embellishing as you want. I mean, this is pretty much a clean and simple kind of card, but it does have a lot of the ornaments and lights going on in the background. And I think that is super, super cute. Okay, I think that is everything. So you guys ready to see what's on my desk? My assumption is that the answer is going to be yes. And we got through all of that in a half hour. I am so excited with that. So this first one, let's see, I have already taken out, here's Fergus. Let me grab the other things real quick. Including all of my Mickey stuff. Because I brought it all out to have at my desk because I know we're going to use it. And I thought I had another one of these. So this one's BB's Musical Notes. This one's Fergus. And then this one is our Mickey stuff. Okay. So here are the 2 dies. And then this is the original Steamboat Willie Duo. So you can see we've got our little Mickey and Minnie Mouse heads, and then we've got all of these little bits that go along with them to dress them up for the holidays. So that is going to be fun. So that's one of the 2 dies. It's an add-on for this, okay? And then I'm looking through here to see how this was done because I don't remember. Okay, so then we've got Mickey and Minnie Mouse's heads. We have the Classic Mouse heads that can be used inside the wreath. And the original one that I used for my mouse pad. Maureen, I'm talking, honey. Interrupted me with a zombie. Anyway, we had this one that had the circles and the classic look like from Mickey Mouse Club and all the things where Mickey is kind of popping out of the center of the thing. So we had that, but now we can do a wreath instead. We can put it a wreath, and there's additional sentiments. We've got Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas to go inside that circle. So that is fabulous. I want to try to keep the stuff separate. When I store them, I'm sure I'm going to put them all together. We also have our big letters still, our alphabet that we'll be able to use along with all the things. Okay. So that was
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, I know. So cool, right? This is so cool. So we've got some fun things to be able to add to our classic mouse. And I just noticed that on here it said we got them in June. So it's been a few months since we played with those. Okay, so we've got that. Then we've got our Fergus, and it's a lot of dies. They're fairly big because it's kind of a big thing. I think he's probably going to be about probably like that tall, probably, I think. So anyway, we've got that. Plus we've got the Christmas things and the Halloween stuff to add on to it. And that also means you can cut all of the stuff. You can cut felt with all of the stuff. You can also do, like with the extras, you could use those and do things just in paper too. So you don't have to do felt with all of the things. But I have to. I have no choice. But anyway. Chippity chirpity, follow the channel. Thank you so much for the Twitch follow. Thank you, thank you. So we've got Fergus. I told you we're not going to do that one today. And then we've got all of the stuff that is BB's musical notes. And based on time, I'm thinking I might want to try to make this as something simple, something that might be a little easier. But here's that band we were talking about that has little glue tabs for you to make your guitar into a box. So here's the guitar and here's the piece for, look at the size of that. That one is, yeah, I got to move some of this out of the way so I can measure this thing. The guitar, just the main bit of the guitar, four and a half inches, well, 4.25 tall. That is 4.25 tall. So here is a 4.25 by 5.5 inch note card. It is 4.25. So this is one that if I were to make the whole guitar, like with this one as a card, I would have to do a 5x7 or I'd have to do a slimline because otherwise it's not going to fit. And then we have, I don't know what the things are. I'm going to have to look up what each of the pieces are called. I think that's the bridge. But that's about all I know. So yeah, big card, right? Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this one would probably have to be a slimline. Because it's actually, unless you shortened the guitar, unless you shortened it, it would have to be a slimline. I think some of the pictures I saw did have them where they shortened it quite a bit, but they still had it on a 5x7. So that is going to be good for any of your friends and family that like to play musical instruments or like to play the guitar. I do have some friends who play guitar, and they rock. Yeah. Anyway, that one is the main big piece. So you can make I love the box. The box is so cool. So we've got those two pieces to make the box. We have all of our fun sentiments. I already went through those. And here's that embossing folder I was telling you about. So it's another one of the big 3D embossing folders. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Yeah, I have some ideas already with that. We have this one. So this piece is basically 3.5 inches wide. So that's going to make it perfect for the bottom of a regular panel. So again, here's a 4.25 by 5.5. And I tend to trim them down a little bit, so it's going to be perfect size to go right in the middle there if you have like a 1/4 inch cut off on each side. And then we have our other musical instruments, including a violin, which I think that is very unique. Then we have our little guitar. Look, he's little. I like this one. So cute, so cute. So we have a little guitar. And then we have this one. which is this one is for our pop-up. I do want to do the pop-up, but I don't know that I want to do the pop-up today. Hello, Miss Jennifer. So we've got all of those. So you guys have to tell me, what do you want to do today? So I do want to, like I said, I want to keep it short. We want to get this done it's now 12:46. And I do want to get the card done before 2. So we've got like an hour and a half. An hour and a quarter. What, honey? He's wanting me to be done in 15 minutes. I don't have time to be done in 15 minutes. So what do you guys think? Do we want to go with Mickey? Or rather, Classic Mouse? Do we want to do Classic Mouse? Or do we want to do... Putting Fergus away. Do we want to do Classic Mouse or do we want to do music? Stephanie wants to do the guitar box. What do you guys think? She's the only one that has said what they want to do. Hi, Shanna. How are you doing, honey? So everybody is saying music. Okay. Well, I'm thinking with music, I kind of want to go with the autumn vibe, like what we had from some of the things we just finished up. So I'm going to go grab some of the pattern paper that I put in another room. And I think I'm going to use that for parts of it anyway, because I'm thinking if I try to do the box, I mean, the box would probably be cool in pattern paper too. I don't know. Anyway, I will be right back after I find my button to be right back. Okay. So, I went and grabbed some craft cardstock. And I also went and grabbed the Autumn Archives, pattern papers, and the ephemera, because I think that might be cool too, depending on what we do. And I do know that we already had at least one person that were wanting the music that wanted the guitar box. So, Christina Holloman, hello, honey. Crafty Owl just finished her live, but I've been bouncing back and forth, but didn't have a chance to chat yet. No worries, honey. Welcome in, and thank you so much. I mean, all I did so far is just go over what's on the website and talk about all of the different things on there, because everything... I have a love-hate relationship right now with Spellbinders, because I love all the things, but I hate them for not letting me have all the things. Yeah, I think you guys are the same. It's like it's really hard to pick what you want the most. I mean, they have so many fabulous collections that come out for months on end. I mean, there's a couple of them that... It's not that I didn't like them, but it's not where I wanted them now, kind of thing, you know? But there's at least one or two in this month's stuff that I didn't get that I really want all the things for. Okay, so Tara says the box or just the guitar. Stephanie says, I agree. Talking about, I want all the things and I want them now. Christina says, hello to Idlight. So hello and welcome everybody who I haven't already said hi to yet. Okay, so we're going to start off with this piece. And that is our main die for our guitar. And I've got, this is this is my heavyweight. I don't know what's going on with my throat, so I am sorry guys. I think it's allergies still, and although I cleaned my desk like within the last 2 weeks, I need to clean it again. I can see dust everywhere. It's driving me crazy. So I've got some heavyweight craft cardstock, and one of the nice things about the stuff I'm getting from Michaels and Recollections, although I do have a bunch of stuff from Spellbinders I haven't gotten into yet because I kind of want to use up the stuff I have first. One of the things I like about this one is just that can you hear that? It is definitely thick, and I think that's going to work well for the box. Before we can die cut anything out, though, I need to trim down a page so I can actually fit it through my die cutting machine. Oh, also, I don't know if it's popped up. It probably has, but the events for this month are, I'm going to go ahead and just look at those real quick. Upcoming events. So we have got, we've got 12 Days of Christmas with Justine Hovey that is happening right now. So if you don't already have your ticket, you need to do it. Then we have, starting today, the Makers Retreat. This one is a paid thing, but there are going to be live streams and things on her channel celebrating all of that. So that's going to be fun. And then we have the Art of Handmade Summit that is coming up on the 15th. That's when that one starts. I do have a new one, and the link is now on my linked bio. Thank you, Ruth, for reminding me. And that is the Card Making with SVG Summit that is coming up on October the 1st. That you can get your tickets now. You can get your free tickets or upgrade to the VIP pass, whichever works best for you. Okay, and I know some of you guys have already been using my links, so I really appreciate it. I like seeing when you guys are able to get in on the freebie and the VIP, whichever you want, and be able to watch all the fun things. And I still need to go back and watch everybody's stuff because I haven't had time to do it. Okay, so we're going to start off with our guitar. And I'm going to say that this guy can probably be cut, and I'm going to look at the website. That's what I'm going to do. I want to make sure I get everything in the right spot, because this looks like it's the part that goes, it's going to go where it's a decorative piece, but I don't really know 100% where it goes. So, and I also just noticed we have this die, okay, which gives the shape, but we also have this one for the circle. So I think that's so that you can have the top either have a hole or not, if that makes sense. So we're going to go to the Majestic Guitar Box, and I'm going to look and see if they usually have instructions, and they do. And then I'm going to open that up into a big window so I can see it better and I can zoom. So if you're ever on the Spellbinders website, if you do a right click on the image and say to open it up in another page, you'll be able to make it bigger on that other page. Okay, so it does look like what I was thinking. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut this one. And since we're going to try to do a box, yeah, I'm going to try to do a box. I'm going to tape this so that it cuts it exactly the same twice. Well, I don't need to do that. I only need one side to be decorative. Okay, we're going to do it that way. And might as well go ahead and cut a bunch of this other stuff out too. Because you know what we can do? This is brown cardstock, and usually when I do the colors, when I use markers or inks on things, I usually go on white, but you can do that on brown too, which means we can have different shades of brown, you know, kind of like you're staining the wood. Okay, those are the only ones I think that need to be colored. Well, this would need to be colored too. We can go darker. I don't really have any dark brown, so I can go with this one with darker, and that's the strings, which could go in black. I think I'm going to just cut those out of black. I'm sure I got black cardstock. Okay. And I'm just double checking all things. This one actually needs to go in black as well. So this is basically to go behind the strings. So the strings attach at each of the knobs, but this piece would basically be whatever other color it's going to be. Like I'm going to say it's going to be black. So it's going to go behind. The strings are going to go here. That's going to go over the top. And I think that's going to look good. So both of those I'm going to do in black. All right. You guys know I experiment. I try out the dies for the first time with you. Hello, Miss Kelly. Welcome in, honey. But yeah, I try them all out with you guys. And yesterday was probably a good example of how I do get better and faster if I've practiced a little bit. Because how many of the cuckoo clock have we made? I think I made like 4 of them. 4 different videos and live streams with you guys. Okay, pop out. Please pop out. They're not wanting to pop out, so I didn't want to cut out all the way. Okay, that one's close enough, I think. Todd, what is this part of a guitar called?
Fretboard.
Okay, he says it's a fretboard, so it's the fret. Okay. I can't remember the things, it's words. Okay, and then I'm going to cut another one of this piece, the big piece. Bigger than what I expected. I know, right? It is big. It is big. Because that was an 5.5 by 8.5 piece of card. So yeah, that thing is big. This is 4 1/4 tall just for the base. Okay, I think I'm gonna use my old one, and I'm gonna just try to cut it through all the way so that I don't have to worry about it. I know I said I was gonna bring out my big kick, but right now I'm gonna just use my Platinum 6. So yesterday I got in, well, yesterday was I think the first day that I've used, and I had just gotten in, I just opened up my new chrome base plate. This one, the plastic part broke after warping. Okay, it broke after warping and after me attempting to straighten it, which did not work. But the chrome base plate is still good. It is still fine. But when I talked to the folks at Sizzix, and they sent me a new one because they are also a fabulous company. Anyway, they sent me a new one, and they said that why didn't that go? Oh, I know why. I forgot to put my platform base B. I forgot to put the top on. Anyway, take the top off. No, put the top back on. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Sorry. They said that they had not tested it with a Platinum 6, which I'm thinking is probably the reason why that piece warped. It's just not designed to go through as much pressure, I guess. But then yesterday when we were kind of trying things out on the Platinum 6, on the Big Cake, it seemed like they both had the same pressure, and we even measured the plates, and the plates are the same size. So it's possible that the base is a different size. Now we have the top and the bottom. Oh, this is all right. I'm having fun. I'm sorry. Where's the thing? Here's the thing. I need this one. And this should cut through fine, I'm thinking, on my regular. Why do I keep putting my Platinum 6 down? Hello, Tamara. Welcome in, honey. We're going to make a guitar box. This is going to make a really cute little treat box, but what I will recommend is that if you're going to do something like this, you probably want to get all of your pieces done ahead of time. But that's the same thing with any die cutting thing. If you're doing a die cutting project, you really should get all your stuff ahead of time and start. Where's my lid? So basically you can do it all kind of God, I can't even think of words anymore. Assembly line. That's what I'm thinking. So you can do an assembly line, but if you get everything die cut first, then you're going to have it all ready to do it. And this is one of those things that you can take your die cutter into the living room while you're watching a show and just do all of the things. So what I plan on doing, at least some with Fergus when I'm making one of him, which I think I'm going to make more than one, but as I'm making at least one of them, I'm going to have everything cut out and I'm going to just stitch while I'm watching TV. But I am going to do one with y'all. Okay, so here is the piece. And I have to look and see what I have. I'm going to look at the one that does not have the thing. Not enough coffee. I have enough coffee. I think it has to go around at least twice because it looks like it's not long enough to go around once with just once. Okay, so I need to cut another one out. I've already gone through like a cup and a half of coffee, by the way, guys. So, yes, be prepared so it's easier and faster to do on your own. Absolutely. I mean, I don't tend to make 3D types of projects because number one, I know that they take more effort. It's kind of a bigger project. They take longer and I don't have a place to put them. I mean, I think I made some envelope punch board purses or something like that, you know, years ago. And I haven't done anything with that kind of stuff in quite a while because, yeah, it's all because I don't really have the time to do all the things. Okay, so we've got little score lines there. So I'm going to try. I think I have to do them individually. If I tried to do them all at once, I would get them all crooked and wrong. So I'm doing just a gentle little bend right at that mark, trying to make sure that I get it in the right thing. Stephanie says, just 1 cup for me, but it's 22 ounces. Yeah, I'm using one of my medium cups today, I think. Okay, so now those are basically folded. We are also going to have some more pop-ups, interactive kind of cards for the things with Sabrina's stuff because, yeah, it's Sabrina. That's kind of the way it goes. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And Adelaide, we know, would be much better at this because I think she was the one that turned the little coffin into a coffin box, which I'm also thinking this will work for that, probably. I'm also thinking this would do good if you've got like big letter dies. Or use your Cricut. I mean, yeah. All right, so I'm going to give this a shot. I think I need to start in the middle of the bottom where it's kind of straight. And I'm folding them down some more. And then I'm going to put some, I think I'm going to use dry adhesive and liquid glue for this. Go big. Oh, Adelaide said, yes, she did. I thought so. I thought it was you. So I'm going to get out my dry adhesive. That's the stuff from AdTech, which is probably strong enough to do this on its own. But I'm just going to put it in a few places. Not the whole thing. And then I'm going to use my liquid glue. And yes, I could do a box out of the guitar. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm making a mess. I got glue on my desk. But the reason I'm using the AdTech glue for part of it is to hopefully have it stick to the box quicker. Because you know what? Sometimes it takes a second for the stuff to hold. Jen says, while watching miniature builds, someone had a paper folder almost look like scissors. I've been looking searching forever and cannot find it. A paper folder that looked like scissors. And you don't know what company it was? Okay, so I'm going to start here. And I'm hoping that it's going to hold, which it's not. Shanna says I had to use all my fingers and toes on that box. Which may mean that we're only going to get part of this done on the box. And it probably means that I should have just used just this instead of trying it with the liquid glue. So the bottom of it looks like it is actually holding, which is good. And I'm just trying to fold. I'm trying to curve it around the edge. Yeah, tweezers, but the thing is tweezers won't hold in there right. And it'll still get in my way. Yeah, if you can send me a screenshot, I can see what I can find. I mean, I do know that Google Eye or whatever it's called, it does tend to work pretty decent. I've been able to find a bunch of things that people ask about. I hope that's straight. I think it's straight. They weren't tweezers. I thought you were telling me to look for tweezers. Or to use tweezers. I don't know. Yeah, Google Lens. It works great for finding things. Okay, I can already tell that I'm off a little bit here. So that means I need to undo that and redo some. And now that most of that glue is mostly dry, I'm going to come in with my dry adhesive and do it again. And I should have done it with the other box. I should have done the other one. So I wound up putting it on the decorative piece, and I shouldn't have. I should have put it on the plain bottom, but that's okay. I can always use this over the top of it and make the other side a decorative side too. And it is doing better. It is easier to work with the dry adhesive. So that's a note. My only thing is I don't know how strong it's going to be long term. Oh, you need it on both sides. I was thinking one was a lid and one was not. Okay, so that means I'm going to probably need another. So they're going to just slide onto each other. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, look at that. It's not perfect, but it's decent. It's not too bad. Okay, so we've got that one. And right there at that curve is where it's not wanting to line up exactly. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Pretty good. And that one keeps on trying to do what I don't want it to do. Kind of thinking I want to do that. Hold it on there on the inside and do two tops and two bottoms. And Marit ran off and went to go to the ice cream truck. I don't know why she did that. I know, she did it because she can. Okay. Okay, we're doing that. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of glue there. I need something to prop that on for a second so I can try to do it. Okay. Because the flat end needs to attach to it. So Tara says that's a great idea. I don't remember what my idea was. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attach the tab right there. And I'm going to start working my way around again. I mean, it's easier to work from the inside, but it's hard to see whether or not it is actually lined up. And that looks like it's pretty good. See, on the inside, I can just curve the card, and then I can press it down into the backing. And there are places that are not quite where I want them to be, but it's okay. Yeah, sandwiching the pieces I think is going to be good. That's going to hold them. It's going to basically make it so that it holds together better. It also is going to give me an opportunity to use the liquid glue on it. It's going to make the base of it stronger. The bottom, this piece is going to be stronger because it's going to be 2 layers. Okay, right there. Is that about it? But I can see where there is light coming through in places, and I don't really like that, but this is also my first attempt at it. And the part that's the worst is like right there at that curve. That curve is not really wanting to do what I'm telling it to do. Probably because I'm trying not to go too far in. And Idolide is the expert at doing this because she's done multiples of this kind of thing. I am not an expert at this. I've been doing flat cards a bit for a while. It actually, this is reminding me of leather. It really is. Let me add a little bit of glue to this one, or a little dry adhesive to that tab, so when we get it around there, it should fit. And that might make it easier for me to put everything together. I think that's about where I want it. Okay. Pressing it all down and using my bone folder to press into that adhesive. And
We
then this
interrupt
piece
our
again
program to bring you
is
this
trying to come
important
loose.
message. I love you. Now back to our show.
If you put this on one side on the inside, the other... Okay, if you put this one on the inside and put the other one on the outside so there's room to fit. I remember that from making boxes a few years ago. But it's, like I said, it's been a while. Okay. I'm also folding a little bit more on those parts, so hopefully it'll work. At least that's what I had to do. You used heavy poster board. Oh my goodness. You made really strong ones. Did you do a video on that, honey? Do I need to go watch it? And then up here at the top, it doesn't really want to hold, so I'm adding some liquid glue. Because I can. That's the reason you give for everything. You do things because you can. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I hope this turns out okay. I really do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive all over the inside of this one, especially at the edges. And I'm going to put it inside, and hopefully that will help everything hold better. I mean, it might have been better to do this with, like, I just had another idea. Oh, Shauna, that is fabulous. She did a video on it, guys, so you're going to have to watch it. What time does that video go up? I hope not at noon. But we do definitely need to watch that. So you guys need to make sure that you watch that one. By the way, I think I've got my chat to be able to do the... Do I have that chat up? Yes, I do. I can give Shauna a shout out so that you guys can follow her. So she said that she was wanting to do... Okay. I made it so that we could store our inks in them, is what she said. Oh, and it goes up 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Perfect. So we will play with some Halloween stuff, and then after the fact, I'm kind of wondering if... Now that I've got that glued on there, do I need to go back in and add glue on the other side? I don't know. But I did have another idea for... Oh, yeah. I just had an idea. Then you what? Oh, you said thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, Shauna. Okay. Got that. And it is looking like it's trying to come apart a little bit. Okay, so Shauna said they were wanting to store guitar picks. It was auto-corrected saying inks because you play with inks more than guitar picks, probably. So I'm coming back in and all the places that don't want to do the things, I'm adding a little bit more liquid glue in there. Now that it's got part on the inside too, which is kind of the idea that I just had, by the way. So we're going to see if this works better on the other side. Okay. I'm going to try this. We're going to see. But I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive on my cardstock. And we're going to see if it makes it easier for me to do the assembly on. We're going to see. Stephanie says, I just put Shauna on my list of crafty friends. Just subscribe to Shauna, says Tara. Fabulous. You own 4 guitars and never used them. You gave away yours finally, didn't you? Or donated. He donated. Todd had a guitar that he never used. They never learned how to play, never used it, and he finally donated it. And I have a keyboard, an old Yamaha keyboard that my first husband gave me in 2003 that I never learned to play. And I told Todd, no, you cannot give that one away because I want to keep it. So we're going to see if this is going to work better. I just had this idea, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does, great. All right. And this time, I do think I'm going to have to use my precision base plate. And again, I'm using the broken one. And where's the die? Here's the die. So I'm actually going to cut it out with this. Okay? That's what I'm doing. I don't want to waste any of it. Let's go all the way to the end. Paper folder that looks like scissors. I think she may have been. Were you talking about an embossing folder, by the way? Because I'm kind of wondering now. I'm curious. Like, I'm kind of curious. Is it the embossing folder design you're talking about? That cut out perfect. Fabulous. Okay, so now we have this one that has all the sticky on there. Okay. And then I think this is not big enough for... Nope, I need to cut that out again. And I do need to cut a second one. I might as well cut it out of the same piece. It's kind of interesting. As I'm using this, it's actually flattening out that broken piece of plastic on the back. And if I did this right, my plan is to use both of the pieces I just cut out to do the same kind of thing with this, but not attach the two ends so that I can slip one over the other, and hopefully it's going to work better. Or I could just do a second top later after I figure out what the heck I'm doing. I do need to cut out a couple more of these guys. And I keep putting things away and then I can't find them again. Yeah, it is what it is. I had a clear plate and I just used it and then I lost it. Yeah, that is weird. It's like, where'd it go? It's literally not in the drawer with all the other things. It's not there. And I thought I had like 3 extras in here, and now I've got like one that's got a crack in it because it's getting old. I'll use one of those. I guess I'll use the one with a crack in it. I don't know. Yes, because clear stuff on top of clear stuff means you can't find it. That's what happens. Yes, clear stuff on top of clear stuff means I can't find it. And I had the other one under there too. Now that was weird. I don't know how I was able to even get anything to go through my machine before with 2 of them. Yeah, I know. It was underneath the other plates. No. It was underneath some of my little plastic sleeves is what it was. It was underneath Samson dies because they're all clear. Okay, so we have one more of these. I'm going to try this and see how it works before I go and do the other. And this time I shouldn't need to put my ad tech on there, because I'm going to basically lift it up enough to put this underneath. Let's go ahead and fold those little bits. And I'm going to actually fold them all the way over this time instead of trying to be gentle and not do it. I'm also going to bend this piece of cardstock so hopefully it will curve easier. Hey Sharon, welcome in, hun. Yeah, I am attempting a guitar box. Stephanie says you're going to make a second box. Well, we needed to make a lid for our initial box. So here's the first one. So we're going to put a lid on it. So I need to do a second. And I'm going to try to do this a little bit different, so hopefully it's going to make it better. Have paper folder more meanings for you? I do not know what Amarit is saying. Okay. So what I'm going to do... or attempt to, is lift up the edge of my double-sided tape on my thing here, and we're going to start at the bottom like we did before. And I'm going to try to line it all up, and hopefully it will be perfect. I also have to make sure that I'm willing to go in a little bit further than I did before, because the other one I think has got some gaps. Oh, it seems to be working. This is going so much faster. Look how fast that is. I am getting my fingers in the adhesive a little bit because it is double-sided tape. But I'm also able to move this over, flatten that one down. I'm going to be able to burnish it really well with the release paper on here. But look at that. And I think that turned out almost perfect. This is turning out so... This one is going faster than the other one. So 2 tips on that one that I did is, number 1, I folded all of these down pretty much flat. I curved the cardstock more to make it so that it would work better. And then I'm sticking it into double-sided adhesive that's already on the back of that. So this other one is gonna go over the top just like we did in here. So it's not gonna have any adhesive showing. Okay, so that's what I did there. And it is a little bit different, and I think it's going to work better. And of course, it's sticking to the adhesive that's on my desk. But look at that. I think that turned out really nice. I'm liking that curve. And it took me like less than half the time. Sometimes when you're doing things, you have an idea as you're doing, and it's like, you know what? I wonder if that would work. Go ahead and try it. No, it's not where I know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting. Stephanie says, it's because you know what you're doing. No. Saying I know what I'm doing? Yeah, y'all, do you know me? No, I'm not afraid to experiment and try it. That's the thing. Okay, another piece of cardstock. We're going to cut it down so I can do the other box side. And this time I actually have my clear plate where it belongs. This kind of makes me think that doing it this way, it would make it so easy to make a bunch of them. Okay. Now, first time could be a fluke, right? First time can always be a fluke. So that means we have to try it again and see if it works on the other side of the box. Or the other side of this. We have to make sure it works both times. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to fold down all of these little tabs and fold them all the way down. Okay, so looks like Kelly was trying to help Jen find her folder. And okay, Jen, is it close or way off? Yeah, we still don't know what it was that Jen is looking for, but that's okay. We will, I'm sure that someone will find it. Well, one thing I thought about doing, I do know that, so Sabrina with Scrappy Tales does a lot of 3D, and she usually uses, for most of the stuff that she does, she uses strong double-sided tape. My track record with double-sided tape isn't always good, but this stuff is usually pretty good. The sheets, I think, are better than the tapes. So that's one reason I'm using this, but I think what I'm also going to do is before I put the second one in there, I'm also going to put glue in there too, because liquid glue does tend to be stronger long term. Dry adhesives, they tend to let go over time, especially when you are in humidity like I am. So I am again bending my card to try to help it to actually bend over all the things. For the tabs, we've got a little tab there, and we got a little tab on this one. I am going to grab out some, this isn't score tape, but it is scrapbook.com tape, so I'm going to try to use the same kind of tape again. I've got a bunch of ones that don't have a name on them, so anyway. This one should be the good stuff from scrapbook.com, so I'm going to put a couple of pieces on there because this is real thin. Come on, thing. I mean, my initial thought was that I could probably line up the tape on the cardstock and then cut it out so it was just on these pieces, but then I thought, that's probably not going to do what I want it to do, because I would probably wind up cutting it crooked, and I'm trying to do it right. Okay, we're going to put some on this one too. And I'm not going to attach the tabs yet. I may do one, but I'm not going to do the other one till I try to fit it onto the other box. And that one looks like I covered the whole thing. Okay, we're just going to go with just the one on that end. So this one I'm going to go ahead and attach to the flat end. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and pull up some of that release paper and burnish it a little bit to get it out of the way. And then we're going to slide that right in there, right up close, and start putting it back in place just like we did the other side. I tend to use... Oh, I didn't even see it. So Idaline apparently has been naughty again, huh? This is going on so much easier because that score tape definitely holds better. Okay, let's see if this will go over the top. Kind of, sort of. Let's see if I can squeeze it on there. Okay, it's a tight fit. It is a tight fit on there. I'm kind of thinking I want to try to put it in on the inside. Actually, this one works better. Okay. So the one that I just did, this one is easier to make it a little bit smaller so it squeezes in. Okay? It's easier to do that. I'm going to take that. Oh, this was much easier than the first time around. We know that one had the tape on there still. Dang it. We do know that kind of happens whenever you're trying something for the second time. It's usually easier than it was the first time. But having that double-sided adhesive on the inside like that definitely made it easier. And I decided to do the second one is going to go over the outside. So now that it's over the outside, I can press that seam, take it back off, press it again, And I'm going to put this one on there. Now, this one does still have some double-sided adhesive on there too. I'm going to put that one in there too. But not before I cover the inside with some liquid glue. Oh, this is so cool. And there's part of it's that's going to be kind of curved up. I don't care. It's going to fit. Okay. Tara says, now I see that I may need this collection after all. I don't remember which was top and which was bottom. I think this one was the top. Wasn't it? Okay, yeah, that one's the... Okay, I think I actually had it backwards. This one is the top. Shanna says I trim mine a bit. Yeah, that would make sense. I'm also thinking that if you just squeeze the top and bottom and you can adjust the straps of the sides a little bit, and just by adjusting the sides, it'll make it so that it fits a little bit better. So I just undid the adhesive on this part, squeezed it in a little bit, and that made this part a little tiny bit smaller. I have a little box. Look, I made it. The second one, I think, is this one is better. This one is better, but it's going to be on the inside. That's okay. This one is my first attempt. So yeah, that just means that if somebody wants it, first off, I don't know how I would mail it because it's not going to be able to be going through a mailbox. So this one's not going to go out, but I think what I will do, I will make sure that we're going to make another card. I can't do it today though. Today we're not going to do a giveaway. We will do a giveaway tomorrow. That's another reason why I don't do a lot of 3D. Oh, but isn't that cool? Okay, so now this part. Okay, I want to color these. Let me get out some Simon Hurley ink because I can. Here's my brown brush. So I've got my brown brush. I guess I could leave it just up like that. We're going to add some ink to this. I am very happy with this. This, like I said, this was... Okay, Jen. Okay, Jen. I am going to have to make another one of these at some point. Next time, though, I'm going to do the coloring and stuff ahead of time, but I didn't know what I was doing, so yeah. I mean, actually, I could just do another layer, and that would make it stronger. Do I really need 3 layers, though? Probably not. There's also that circle die that I was talking about that's in there is a circle so that you can actually leave a window there. So that would be cool. You can leave a window so you can see the inside of it. All right. I have to get this off. This is bugging me. There, it's out of my way. The stickiness is gone, so I am happier. So Shauna said, definitely, not sure what she said. I'm getting lost, guys. I am so sorry. I am so thrilled with this. This is fun. This was really cool. Let's get the rest of the box done. I need another top. I'm gonna have to do another top. Because I want to make it pretty, so I'm just gonna glue over the top. Debbie, I had enough reward points for $10 off, so I used that on the advent calendar. Fabulous. And Shauna says, I need to go finish packing. Packing. Did you tell us where you were going? You told us you have a video tomorrow, but did you tell us where you were going? Where are you going, Miss Shanna? I've got millions of ideas on my brain. I am sorry, guys. I am not. You're going to the beach. That's going to be fun. Have fun, honey. All right. I'm going to do another top. I need to cut out these parts that are going to be black. And I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to do... What do y'all think of patterned paper over the top, over the front? So I am thinking I want to do shading around the outside edges, you know, the whole box. I'll do the shading on the box, but I'm thinking of having a different color top. I'm thinking that one of the patterned papers would be cool. So we've got, there's one that would be fun. How about this for the front? I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's do some of the black first. I know I'm saying a million things at once and I'm not staying on track. And that is kind of what my brain does. I'm kind of not wanting to do wood grain though, Jen. That was one of the thoughts with starting off with the brown was to do a wood look. Which if you're using a felt, I'm probably going to bring out a felt pad, but if you're using a felt pad, it'll automatically add those lines in there. So let's bring that one out. This one is my Stellar ink, that's Weeping Willow, but I also have, hey Deborah, I also have the Simon Hurley Create ink. Same ink, but just a different pad. And when we bring it down like that, it kind of makes it look a little bit like wood grain, right? So I'm going around the box with that. So it kind of looks like wood grain around the edges. I think that's interesting. But we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to cover the top. Oh, thank you, Jan. It does look better too. Yeah. It needed something. You know, it just needed something. And then I haven't decided on that one yet. Let's go ahead and cut this little bit out. Okay, that looks like a good chunk. And this is the new pattern paper that was part of the Autumn Archives that came out last month. I am real bad about not using my pattern paper, so I'm trying to use pattern paper. And I started thinking, you know, the guitar, that kind of makes me think of doing pattern paper with it. And that's why I brought them out. I thought that would be cool. Silver gray for the fretboard. You mean the piece that goes here? Not this, right? Or are you talking about that one? Kind of thinking, yeah, gray would probably work okay for that. Not 100% sure, but I already cut it out of brown, which means I'd have to do I'd have to cut it out of another piece of cardstock, which I may need to do anyway. Arm. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Okay. So now, because I didn't do it yet, I'm going to do this one over the top. I should have gone ahead and taped those together. Okay, so I'm going to recut this one out, but this one is going to just basically do the embossing of the shape of our guitar. So I'm lining it right up inside that cut. And I'm going to run it through again. So now it'll have that embossed line over it. It did trim it down a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Yes. And it looks like it shifted a little bit, so it's not exact, but that's okay. All the people's names that are highlighted in green are members. Yes. Those are all the members that are on YouTube. Absolutely. On Twitch, there is usually an icon there instead on Twitch. So, yeah. So nobody has gifted gifted Deb a membership yet. Jana says, "Hey, Deborah." All right. That is going to be cool. Okay. So for this little piece, I wanted it in black. Dude, where's my black? I need some black. I think that'll fit. Jana! Deborah and Jana. Okay, so we want that. And then somebody was saying I need to do that one in a different color. I'm going to see if I don't have enough room there. I need another piece of black. Okay, I need a piece of black cardstock. I think I've got some in the drawer. If not, I'm going to have to go run and get some. And this is black heavyweight, so that will work. Who did what to who? Stephanie! Stephanie gifted a tier 1 sub to Danielle over on Twitch. Thank you, honey. And I don't know why I didn't hear it go off. It usually goes off. There, now it went off. Okay, now she just gifted one to Ollie1 Kenobi. Actually, I think there is actually... Sometimes I'm not sure if the names that come up on Twitch are actually real names, but that's one that I'm pretty sure is a real one. So congratulations to the folks that just got their tier 1 subs. And then what? Anne Marit has done a gifted membership over on YouTube. You guys are competing, I can tell. Oh, by the way, over on Twitch, there is that deal that is going off for September. So you get 25 to 30% off of subs over there this month. So I think that is really cool. I may decide to do I think there's a way that I can do like a discount thing over there. And I'm probably going to do that for my birthday month. That would be nice. Okay. What else am I seeing? Hello, Gloria. Okay, this I have to cut through again because it did not cut. See all those little lines? It's like they're not cutting. So this is another one that I'm going to need to use my chrome base plate, my old chrome base plate, my old and busted chrome base plate, unless I wanted to take out my big shot, which I don't want to do right now because it's bigger and takes up more space, and I already take up way too much space on my desk. So Gloria received the gift membership from Anne. Fabulous. Congratulations, Gloria. Okay, and one reason why this is not what didn't want to cut through is, first off, it's got really thin lines. It is very intricate, but I'm also doing this through heavyweight cardstock.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
That's why I'm hearing it twice. Okay. Okay, so now we have all of our strings. There's our strings. Oh, that is fun. Okay. And Deb's just trying to get the... Why? Did that stop working? I don't see it. Boo, direct message me. That's what Jen just said. So Anne says that she tagged Jen on Discord. So let me see what that's all about because I'm nosy. Norma, thank you. Another gifted membership on YouTube. Thank you. And that one went to CC Haxton. Fabulous. I don't know if it picks people that are in the chat that are not chatting or if it just... Okay, I'm looking. I think there's something in... Okay, Jen, it's under general chat. So that was what she was sending to you. So I was able to see it, and I can show you in a second. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. So this is what she just tagged you in. Yay, Jen found it. Okay. Uh-oh, we have ghosties. Okay. Have this. I know I'm not done. I know that there are other things that I need to add to this. So just bear with me. This goes here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this one up and then we're going to put it on the box. Is nosy the same as curious? Right?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Okay. I need that other piece that goes behind it. I did not cut that. This one, I need this one to go behind it in black too. I did not cut that out yet. I could do this one twice and make it double layer. I kind of want to do layers on things because I'm not, this is 3D enough. I'm not going to use foam. Believe it or not. It's just layers and layers and layers of cardstock. Spellbinders, yes. Oh, Deborah wants to know what the brand is. Yeah, this is the new, I just had it up. Let me look at it again. And I'm, of course, losing all the pieces because it's all over the place. So this one, come on, mouse, go to where I tell you to go. This is the Majestic Guitar. And that is part of the BB Cameron's BB's Musical Notes collection. And that piece is not big enough. So this was my first attempt. I haven't made a box, an actual box in a long time, okay? And I haven't really made any of the curved boxes. I did do a couple of like coffins and stuff, but I haven't made anything like this before. But this is our box. I think it turned out great. First attempt, and I will get better if I do more. Which I think I am going to do more. I've got a couple of people I know local that I think would get a kick out of that. So this goes behind this. And we're going to pop out the holes so that you can see where the things are supposed to be going through. That's where it's supposed to attach. It's a good sized box, absolutely. There's also a second die in this in the collection that is a smaller guitar, so it won't take nearly as much work and everything. But I'm having fun. Is anybody else having fun today? But I was going to try to be done by 2. Todd? He just cleared his throat at me. Well, thank you, Norma. Norma's having fun, even if the Todd is being grumpy. He's being disgruntled. I'd rather him be gruntled. Danielle's having fun. ASMR is having fun. Ruth is saying Todd. She just did the Todd alert. Okay, so we have this. We have this. We have this. All right, this one's going to go behind the top of our guitar. And Marit did laughing emojis all over the screen. Okay, and then this goes there. This is so cool. Stephanie says, absolutely. I always have fun with you. Thank you, honey. And Idolite, has you been good or bad? Idolite's been good! Well, welcome in, Shauna. Shauna Anderson, this is her first time in, and she is loving it. Okay, we've just attached, or I tried to attach the strings, and then they came loose, but I'm attaching my strings. Go right there. I probably should not have popped the circles out. Jen wants to know if Todd needs a timeout. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. So before I put this on, I think I'm going to cut out the circles so that it looks more like that's where the hole's supposed to be. But look at this. Okay, we can't because Norma is checking with Santa. And Santa says you've been good. Anne says that she Jen will share her coal with Anne. But look at this. Here we go. Here's our guitar. Look at that. So I need the circle dies. Oh, I could do. So we've got these pieces we could do. Oh, I need to cut all the things out still. I thought I was almost done. Dang it. I'm not. So I need these out of black. And someone said that they thought that this should be tell about Discord. Oh, you want me to tell them about Discord. So Discord is where we can, what I use it primarily for is Stream Showcase. So you guys can share what you create over there. And then on Tuesdays, I will show them off. So this one, I think I wanted to go in brown actually, because I kind of want it to be wood on here. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do. Got to do the little fret thing. Don't correct me on words because I do not know guitar parts. Yes. So I'll do that one in brown. And then I'll do the pieces that go across the thing. Yeah, I'll do those in black. So that's this one. They gave us all the pieces. Ooh, and that's a perfect fit for that. I'll do it right there. Debbie J, technically getting cold is a good thing for a crafter. You can craft and paint. You can craft and you can draw and paint with it. So I'm all stocked up. Okay. So Ruth likes that she's been getting coal from Santa. So this one, I think I'm going to cut it out a couple of times. One, I think I'm going to do it in brown, and one I'm going to do it in black. So has Ruth been nice? So I'll cut it out to black, and it's going to be the smaller part for the inside. She's still getting coal. She is still getting coal. Just looking on the crafty side of things. What do you call a messy card maker? A scrap addict. Yes. Okay. I'll save you time. I'm always on the naughty list. You can try it too, Shauna. Just do exclamation point check, and it will do the check. It will check to see if you have. It'll let Santa let you know. You'll be checking in with Santa Claus. Okay, Shauna's checking. And Santa says you have been good. Okay, so we got that one. And we have all these little pieces that I should have put on here before I put the strings. Okay, has Danielle been good or bad? Who knows? Shauna says he's very kind. He is a kind man. Okay. I guess I'll start at the bottom and put these on there, and then maybe I might put them all the way to the top, depending. I don't know. But I think I should have put these on there before I put the strings on. And it is really neat that you have all of the details. Okay, who was it that time? Oh, hey, Kate. And Jennifer LM98 on Twitch did this last Santa. FYI, all lives are in sync by a couple of seconds. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I need to know these things to know. Are they on time though? Are they in sync with the clock? Probably not. But I need to know these things because we were having some internet issues and such, and I switched over from sending everything to Restream to now doing it directly from my computer since my internet has improved substantially. I'm very happy about it being better now. Isn't this so cool though? It turns out I don't actually need all of the little black lines. I don't think. It looks like I just need like, what, 3 more? Oh, by the way, you could have done this with probably a pen to get the look. But if you want it to kind of have the feel, you probably do want to do it with your cardstock. Because on a guitar, they're not drawn on. Okay, Maureen says, I'm popping that up on the screen for the replay crew so they'll be able to see what you said. Maureen says, when Santa says I've been nice, I know he's been hitting the eggnog. Oh, that would be cool. Jennifer says, my dad has a wear hole in it that I would need to replicate. I'm thinking a box to hold his picks. That would be cool. If you can make it look like his actual guitar, that would be fabulous. Let me pop out a few more of those real quick. And then I should be able to get the last few done. And then this part of our guitars will be done. I'm trying not, well, I was trying not to bend my strings, but you know what? There's no way that I would get them under here without having to bend them back. Okay, let's go with the one up at the top first, if I can get it in there. I am always amazed at how wonderful things wind up turning out. I mean, Sully! Who did that? Okay, that was Amarid. She did Sully. I haven't seen Sully in a bit. You know why? Because Mary hasn't been in our streams in a little bit. She was here last night, but she hasn't been in a lot of them because I'm doing way too many. But yeah, that was usually the one that popped up all the time. Did Sully make anybody else jump besides me? Look how realistic that looks. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. Okay, I have the circle. The circle's going to go in the center, so it's going to look like it's actually, you know, hollow. Like our thing is hollow. Oh no. Okay, it's still going to do fine. Because I'm going to put it on the box itself. There. I didn't realize that that piece was going to actually cut out. I think it depends on the cardstock. Because when I ran this through the second time, when I ran it through with the part that I thought was just doing embossing, it actually did do some cutting. And I didn't know it was going to do that. That's okay. And then that's going to go over. And then I'm going to cut another piece out of brown for the ring that goes around that. This actually looks like it's multiple ones. I don't think this is big enough. That's not big enough. And I just realized that this piece is actually to go over the top of our little post there. So I think I'm going to actually cut it out of, I think I'm going to do some brown with it too. We're going to stick to kind of the same. The glue bottle is a Nuvo because it came with my my Sweet Petunia glue press. But the glue I'm using is Art Glitter Glue. And those should both be listed down in the description. Yes, it is. I just saw the diamond. Yes, this one is a Nuvo bottle, but it doesn't have Nuvo glue in it. And this is basically rubbed off so much. It has to do with their collaboration with My Sweet Petunia for the glue press. So I use both of these. So this one has got the regular tip, and then I've got the fine tip is in this second bottle. Okay. Let go. Let go. There we go. So now I'm popping out that middle, and I'm hoping these are going to stay in place enough so that I can put them on here. But before we do that, I'm thinking. Sorry, my brain is. It's again where I should not have put the strings on yet, because there's a place on here where I need to put the wood piece of my. Now it needs to be. Dang it! Okay, this is going on first. I was trying to do all the decoration before putting this on there, but that's not exactly working. My box is gonna probably, I'm gonna try to get it all the way to the edge. Do I still? Yes, I do. So I still have one of my cosmetic sponges. I'm gonna go all the way to the edge because I'm gonna try to keep it as smooth as possible with the patterned paper. Okay, let's see how we do. Deb says your glue comes out with ease. I need to perform life support to get the glue to come out. Yeah, you know why? Because I cleaned it. Yeah, I just cleaned mine this week. I have the things. I mean, yeah, I have to clean it out every once in a while. And I can tell right now I've got some places that are not right on here because it accidentally trimmed too much off the edges, but that's okay. Nobody's really gonna notice. All right, so now this is gonna go over the top there. I'm just gonna look and see how that goes. The strings go down to there, so this goes actually all the way to here. I want to do that now. Nope, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna put the fret on there first. I think that's what this is called. I might be wrong. I'm going to put this piece on first. Yeah, I love my glue press. I don't have a lot of problems with it. My only issue is that a lot of times because of how much I use the glue until it's basically almost empty, and because of that, more air gets in because there's more air space in there, right? So more air gets in, and that means that it winds up drying out, and that causes it to clog. So for the fine tip, the I also lost the other lid. The lids come with a pin in it. I lost my other lid. So for that one, I actually have to use the, I have my brain again. Which way is it going? It goes this way. Okay, so what I'm winding up having to use for that one is for my fine tip one, I can use the lid, or I can use my Gloria Wolf topper. And then I need that to go down just a little bit. There we go. And then for the other one, I wind up having to use like a paper clip to clean in there. I did do some soaking with these. I soaked them in water, and that did definitely help. I also wound up the base. I got so gunked up when I refilled this, because I have to refill it, that I wound up having it soak for like several hours to try to get most of the glue to kind of either come loose or turn white or whatever. It does turn white if you soak it in water. I think this is going to be straight. I'm hoping it's straight. So those go there, and that goes there. Okay, I think that's right. I'm going to have it up a little bit. Well, this needs to go up a little bit higher, I think. Just because. My first lid pushed the tip into the top. I have it soaking in hot soapy water. Yes. Have it soaking in soapy water, and it definitely helps. I had it soaking. I basically had it in the bathroom sink for a while. So this is going to go to right about there. And this is going to go to right about there, I think. This is actually going to go up higher. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop trying to guesstimate because it does not work for me. I cannot do it. So we're going to do this. Come on. Okay, which direction does this go? It goes this direction. Okay, so we're going to do this. I think. I'm trying. I'm not forgetting the circle, but it's where I need to get everything positioned in order to get it where I want it to go. And the circle's over here, so I got that. Because what I was trying to do was just put that piece down at the bottom. Because in order to put the circle on, I need to put this on first. So it has a certain way the layers need to go. I'm going to say that is close enough. It's actually not quite right, but that's okay. It's close enough. All right. Now I can put some glue on here. All of this just so I can get this one piece on there. Because I decided to start putting things together. I decided to start putting things together before in the wrong order. Okay, now we've got the circle. And that's going to go there. Oh, this is so cool. And then I can put... Oh, this is perfect. Oh my God. So slide that right on right there. I think that's right. Or is it supposed to be higher up? I need a picture. I need to see a picture. Yeah, it's actually supposed to be more vertical. There we go. It's supposed to be like that. There we go. Okay. Oh, I am excited. This is actually turning out pretty cool. I do want to make sure that this is not going to curve too much forward, so I'm going to try to bend it back some. And I'm probably going to cut that piece again and put another one on there, just so it has a better... I'm going to go ahead and do it now while I'm thinking about it, because that'll give me a better backing. Where is that die? Here we go. Going to do another one of these. And again, I'm using heavyweight cardstock. So just know, if you use a lightweight cardstock for this, it's not going to stand up even as good as what I've got on here right now. You definitely need to use a heavyweight. And Shauna said that she used poster board for hers because she wanted it to be kind of as a permanent thing. No, Todd is not going to be playing the guitar now. Okay, looks like I have, let's see how much of it I need to cut off, because I either need to cut some of it off or I need to remove that, and I'm not going to remove it. So it needs to cut off right about there. And I'm cutting a little bit lower. I mean, I'm probably going to have to do another adjustment, but that's okay. Yeah, one reason that it's coming out so good out of that one, by the way, Gloria, is, I think it's Gloria. Anyway, no, Deborah. Anyway, whoever it was that asked, the reason it's coming out so good is I just refilled it. Okay, do need to cut off a little bit at the bottom, which it's easier to cut off a little bit extra than to... Okay, now it looks like it's perfect. So for one thing, you won't see all the extra on there, and it's going to make it a little bit more solid. It probably would have been better if I had doubled it up to begin with, but I didn't think about that. Okay, now I can put... I think it's time to put that on there, isn't it? I can glue this down now, I think. I'm pretty sure I got all the things on there. See, the idea was I was going to get my guitar decorated part before I put it on the box, and then it turned out I couldn't do that. I can picture him in bare feet, straw hat, strumming along with a smile. Somebody said that about you, honey. Because the laugh and the smile are probably right. And the bare feet. But no, I don't think he'd wear a straw hat. And I don't think he would be strumming along. But look at my little guitar. Dangling, dang, dang, dang. Okay. And then we have this little one that's going to be the little circles on the end there. And then I say that this little guy is done. Isn't he cute? Jen just laughed at you, honey. Oh my goodness. Almost done, guys. Isn't this adorable? So these are the little posts that the strings attach to. And that little detail just made it. Oh, I love this little guitar. And of course that peg didn't want to go on there, so it just wants to misbehave. So there we go. There's my... I know! I am amazed, guys. I am sorry, but I am friggin' amazed. I was not expecting it to come together as easily as this. Lights or the guitar? Decisions. Well, you could always put lights in the guitar. Okay, so that's the project for today. I'm done. I do need to get a video edited, so you guys will have that for tomorrow morning. And then I want you to come back here because we are going to be creating with some Scrappy Tales Halloween goodies tomorrow at noon. If I can... What? He's laughing at me again.
Sounds like you said creepy-ating.
Oh, we're going to be creepy-ating. He said it sounded like I said we will be creepy-ating, which is true. We will be creating with some creepy stuff from Sabrina and Scrappy Tales Crafts tomorrow at noon. But for now, oh my goodness, I love this. We will also be playing with more things out of this collection. I showed you, I got the whole thing, so we're going to be playing with a bunch of things. I'm going I'm gonna show that one. It says, Todd, go sit on the naughty step. I don't know why it was that you two tried to block that one. Okay, Jen says, Todd, it is corner time. Todd needs to go in the corner. Yay for Scrappy Tales Halloween. Okay, so you guys need to come up with some more ideas for some guitar and music things, because we're gonna have a lot of fun with this set. We're gonna have fun with the mouse, classic mouse add-ons for Christmas, and we are going to be having fun with creating a Fergus. We're going to do the stitching with Fergus. So tomorrow, we will be back tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Be here or be square. I can't say be there or be square because it's be here. But Jen always says same bad time, same bad channel. Before we go though, I do need to roll the credits. So thank you to everybody who did all of the, everybody who's members on my channel. Thank you so much, you guys. And thank you for all of those gifted. You guys rock. I mean, really. And then for everybody who's participated in the chat, you guys, you are the reason that I do this every day. So thank you so much. You guys, I hear bats. I hear bats. There's bats. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.